Hey y'all, Editor Glenn here for this episode. Thought I would go ahead and preface this episode with a couple things. First of all, why no content? Why content machine stop going bull? So, to put it simply, finals happened for both me and Troy. We're both college students, and so that kind of took away our time being able to edit. And your likely response would be, well, went to a break. What happened then? Well, you see, what happened was me and Troy recorded this episode, using a technically new setup. We were trying to figure out something new, something that would be easier to do. And we recorded 2 episodes that day. One where we were playing Warhammer 40k, and he was teaching me how to play, and the one you're about to see. The Warhammer 40k one doesn't exist, because the audio from Troy's microphone is so robotic and obliterated, it's not listenable, and it's not high enough quality to where we would submit you guys to listening to that. And that almost happened to this episode as well, which is why this one has taken so fucking long. I have gone in and done the best I can to attempt to restore Troy's voice. It is no longer awful, but it sounds like he's a Warhammer 40k Space Marine. So, if you really want to just, think of Troy as a Space Marine for this episode, just being put through heresy, that would be great. But, without further ado, here is the end of the Powerpuff Girls saga. Thank you for watching. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Crispy Gamers podcast. I am Glenn.
I am Troy.
And today, we are going to be ending the Powerpuff Girls saga. Are you excited, Troy?
I'm something. Not sure if excited is the right word, but it's...
Getting rid of this thing. But, okay, what do you remember from the previous adventures in Townsville? What do you recall, Troy?
So... starts hungover, whatever the fuck, whatever characters written differently, however, not my problem. Kill the main bad guy. Son becomes mayor, seems like decent guy, kind of a bitch. They all split up. One of them is just a has-been that sells, fucking photos. One of them's like a firefighter, which is really dumb from the hide perspective. And the other one's fucking, what were they again?
So you have the one you're thinking of being Bubbles, where she is a recovering drug addict.
That's all of them.
No, only Bubbles. Who is a recovering drug addict who was, I think, on a reality TV show, or is currently making a reality TV show. Who was on, the Las Vegas Strip attempting to, sell bullshit. You have Buttercup, which became a firefighter in Oregon, and is I show my powers to kids, which makes no sense. And then you have Blossom, who somehow MacGyvered herself in 10 years to get a degree and spent 20 years getting a degree when only 10 years had passed. And she's also with her boyfriend Clive.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
And
the degree wasn't relevant to the plot, so it just didn't stick in my brain. And then from there, go over there, whatever the fuck, needs settlement, Mayor won't kill them, but doesn't say won't kill them. His writing doesn't make sense. I don't want to care, but I'm required to care for this situation. What's happening here? Puppet thing?
Yes. So in the last bit, we learned that Henrietta essentially has these controllable little worms or caterpillars, and these caterpillars, when they crawl into your ear, take you over through machine stuff. And so, what JoJo has decided to do is enlist Henrietta to control the Powerpuff Girls and then have them commit a terroristic act and then get them thrown in jail, I think? Hypothetically?
I just remember a bar scene where one of them is, I think, getting hit on or hitting on them, and this, whatever the fuck, and the other two's like at the bar. One of them, hypnotic, whatever the fuck, I think now. Dude, punch dude, leave. Very sad, dude did not success. End the scene.
That's about right. And then they saw where Drake, the professor, claimed there was a, disturbance. There was actually just, a bike charging station. But, dun dun dun, underneath the bike charging station is the evil Leo. So, Drake's not technically wrong. And so the ghouls right now think he's a fucking nutcase who just wants the dollar signs. And
plot twist, her entire base is just a bike. This is normal use.
Your entire base is a bike. But alright. That is about where we left off. So, Act 3. Interior, Powerpuff goes home. Drake's lab, day. Bubbles films Drake as they dig deeper into Drake's theory. Drake, I don't see how I could be wrong. The evidence doesn't lie. Blossom enters, quietly helping herself to a coffee. Blossom.
All I'm just sitting here is just imagining fucking the professor from Powerpuff Girls shittily cast in a Netflix anime, and then delivering the words, facts don't care about your feeling.
Ben Shapiro, professor.
Skip before we become a political podcast.
No. Blossom, no, but some people do. Drake, why would I lie about something like this? Blossom, because you want us to reunite, Dad. And you think that appealing to my sense of responsibility with this town in danger thing is the only way to get me on board. Bubbles, oh, speaking of dangerous, this crazy dude came for Bloss and Buttercup at the volcano. He had Scorpio energy, chaotic. We got it on tape, wanna see? We hear a loud bump upstairs. Blossom jumps. Pop flash to Carulo's scraping the stool, his menacing yellow eyes. Back to Blossom.
Please don't tell me that I swear if they fucking Chekhov gun, he has Scorpio energy, that one of the fucking Powerpuff Girls goes, I can't help that I killed the bad guy. The Mercury's in retrograde. I will cease to exist.
Oh, great. Oh, Blossom, what was that? As Bubbles pulls up the footage, Blossom silently exits. Drake watches her leave, turns to Bubbles. Drake, what did I do to drive her away? Bubbles, just now, or in a macro sense? Drake, Bubbles, not a day goes by that I don't regret my greatest failure. Bubbles, Japan is a tough market to crack. Drake, I'm not talking about the brand. I mean my mistakes as a father. Bubbles, look, we loved being Powerpuff Girls, but sometimes we wanted to do other things too. Like in Dirty Dancing, Baby wanted to join the Peace Corps, but she also wanted to be a fancy slut. And her dad didn't get it. Drake, emotional. Jerry Orbach was doing his best to understand.
Why? They also really had one of the Powerpuff Girls deliver the line, she also wanted to be a dirty slut.
The CW.
I'm beginning to remember what the script was.
Is it coming back to you? Like a thief in the night?
It's not a memory, it's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
And the vibe is off.
Interior, Powerpuff goes home. Hallway / Buttercup's room. Day. Blossom heads upstairs, where the bumping sounds continue from Buttercup's rooms, then abruptly stops. Blossom opens the door and finds Buttercup in bed with Macy, the woman she eyed at the ball the night before. They've just finished. Quote unquote. Blossom.
Wasn't she just in the last scene?
Huh?
Weren't they just all talking in a scene?
No, so in the last scene it was Drake, Blossom, and Bubbles. Buttercup was upstairs in her room getting her fuck on with apparently this random chick from the ball. that was unknown until now, which this is being played as a fake out. Because we already know Carruthers is in the house. We already know Carruthers is in the house. But when Blossom goes to investigate, she does not find Carruthers. She finds Buttercup getting a fuck on.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be played as a fake out. Blossom, oh my god, I'm sorry. Buttercup, it's fine. To Daisy, we're done, right? Macy, I'd say 6 times is enough.
Unrealistic expectations. My god.
Bubbles and Drake.
What do they have? Fucking power drill?
It's a Powerpuff goal.
What time have they been, like, was it during that one conversation? Like, did they just...
They met at a ball literally 6 hours ago.
Once an hour, that's like possible, but like, that means that
Oh
would be
no,
all
they
they
met at
would...
the ball 6 hours ago, then they had to get back to the house, then they had to split off, then Macy had to come over from the ball to the house. So at best, like 2 hours.
I really don't want to think about the application of superpowers to sex. The CW really wants me to think about it, but I really don't.
Come on, do you not want to think about Superman's magnum hard on?
Lois would just die.
Lois just dies.
God, it's the fucking world of cardboard speech, but sex.
Bubbles and Drake.
For reference, like, Superman's most common speech is like a whole talk with like Darkseid about the fact he's like, I have to try so hard not to have civilian casualties and collateral damage, because everything's so crazy. I'm too strong for this world. Which is their explanation for like why fucking should just knock Superman into space, and then it takes him fucking 30 minutes of the episode to get back. Like, I will fight you. I think it's like, it's not Darkseid, because Darkseid's like a whole big thing. I think it's like,
I think it's Abomination.
Yeah, I think it's Abomination. To which, of course, it's like, and they punch each other and they fucking lock. Continue shitty CW show.
Bubbles and Drake enter on Blossom's heels. Blossom to Bubbles and Drake. Guys, no. Buttercup, it's fine. I'm not remotely ashamed. I'm just getting my life, people. Buttercup continued, and tonight, I finally get access to my trust and never have to come back to Clownsville again. Macy, what about me? Buttercup, you should come with me. 3-acre farm and chickens. Bubbles, quietly to Blossom. U-Haul. Drake. Why are you acting like being here is torture? I didn't raise you like this. Buttercup.
I didn't raise you like this. He says, raising them as some combination between child soldiers and fucking reality TV stars.
Honey Boo Boo! Honey Boo Boo, but she's in the Marine clothes.
I didn't raise you like this. You didn't raise them.
Buttercup. Exactly. You raised us to be a franchise, not a family. We don't know how to be together without a shot list and suggested dialogue. Bubbles. But remember how much fun we had when the cameras were off? Buttercup. When were they off? See Ace filming from the hallway. Blossom rolls her eyes. Blossom. To Drake. When you were a kid, the stakes are supposed to be low. A kid should be worried about losing their lunch money, or being picked last in PE. A kid shouldn't be worried about cat burglars, or giant lizards, or accidentally farting on TRL.
Can we stop and realize the kids really shouldn't worry about losing their lunch money either? I mean, that's fucking terrifying. Also, like, don't they use, like, prepaid, like, fucking lunch accounts at most schools now? Like,
I mean, you can if your parents have set it up like that, or you're on, like, free or reduced lunch. Hypothetically, you can, but otherwise, you just pay as you go with a card or cash at the time. So yes, you can lose your lunch money if your parents have not, like, given you a budget for the month of, say, like $100 for the month. If your parents are just giving you cash.
Continue.
Okay. Bubbles. Carlson handled that well. Blossom. There was always something scary around the corner. It wasn't normal, and we never had space to process it. You said you created us because you always wanted to be a dad. So why not just make 3 little girls? Drake. Well, that would be kind of weird. Blossom shakes her head, frustrated with Drake's response. Macy, exiting. I'm late to acro yoga. It's kind of like flying. Buttercup, oh, that's fun. Call me. Blossom, I'm out of here too.
Aqua yoga? Acro yoga?
Acro.
I'm just trying to... Whatever.
Bubbles, right. You spent a total of 10 minutes with us and you're already going a ghost? Where are you going? Blossom, exiting. I need to talk to a human being who understands emotions. Drake, offended. I am a known Homo sapien.
Kill him. I'm not... That's not how you respond to... That's...
I'm a known Homo sapien. Sorry.
I'm a known HGTV.
Exterior, Cerebellum's house. Day. We're finally wrapping back around to Miss Bellum. From the intro.
Oh yeah, the woman supposedly out of his league, and they went out of the fucking thing to say that, and she was like the one. They really did throw in a whole overly big emotional center to this, didn't they?
Yeah, and the fact that, you know, Cerebellum being the original, and you never see her face, and you see her face immediately. Because, fuck you, died.
Doesn't have to make sense. Don't make it make sense.
Alright. Blossom and Sarah sit in the cozy den, drink tea, and catch up. Sarah's demeanor is warm. She's an earthy big sister type. Sarah, you know, I was hoping to see all of you. Are the other bees just busy? Blossom, no. I just really needed to talk to someone one-on-one. When we're together, it's like we're suddenly kids again. And it just gets, Sarah, emotional. Yeah, I get it. You girls had a gnarly childhood. I used to fight with your dad about how much was expected of you. Blossom, you always stood up for us. It's why I reply to your texts and not his. Sarah, Drake really does care deeply about you guys. He just didn't want you to hide your light. He thought pushing you was a form of love. Blossom, well, it didn't feel like it, and we were punished for his dream. Sarah, it was your dream too. All three of you loved it. You just didn't have the agency or independence. That was his mistake. He's not a bad guy, Bloss. He can be enraging and oblivious, trust me. I dated the man for 9 years. But he has a good heart. When he talked to me about you guys in private, it wasn't about fighting or flying. It was about you. It was about all of you. The real stuff he loved about you. Blossom, really?
Can we stop here? The beginning of this show was, you've never fucking talked to me, I'm leaving you. And she's saying now he has a good heart. Can we just wrap back around?
Like, at first, like, it's just like, you never let me in. You never let me be part of the family. Drake, you're not part of the family. You've only been here a decade. Grrr.
No, it was so great. We talked so much about y'all. We left over creative differences, okay? What killed the Powerpuff Girls? Creative differences.
Creative differences. Oh my god. It kind of sounds like you still love him. Sarah blushes as the tea kettle goes off. She gets up to fetch it as Blossom looks at her phone, thinks, then types a text.
They bother? No, I swear to God, if they set up this fucking woman who they've just, you can do better than him, girl. You're so much better than him.
You can do better than Yoga Shot Guy. Yoga Shot Man.
I mean, I get that he genetically engineered 3 superhumans, but like, it sounds like he just genetically engineered 3 superhumans, made a shitty reality show, and then left.
And badly managed it on top of that.
Dr. Oz looking ass.
Interior. Powerpuff goes home. Kitchen. Day. Oh god, my voice is going out. You want to read some of this? Give it a second.
Okay, sure, let me fucking... kitchen day, where the... Where?
Kitchen. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Bubbles and Drake sit at the kitchen table, still reviewing footage. The capitalized footage. They both wear sheet masks and are both flustered. Bubbles. Okay, maybe everyone's internet works, but they are hallucinating that it doesn't. Something in the water. Or like, Drake, solemn, aliens. Bubbles, wait. This is real close to just being the water turned the frogs gay. I'm not here for this. On the footage, Bubbles spots Henrietta at the window. Bubbles continued. That's the same girl we met. That's the same little girl we met in front of the house. Coincidence? Drake, maybe we should look into her. Bubbles, she's like 10. Drake, so were you. When many of them made the mistake of underestimating my girls. Drake phone buzzes with a text. It's from Blossom. Very surprised. Drake opens it, then smiled. Your sister texted me. She said if you're still investigating, to look out for the barfly's yellow eyes. Bubbles, look at that. Progress. Drake smiles, touched. Maybe I can come back from this after all. Bubbles, once I get my money today, we could use part of my cut to go deeper with our investigation. Drake looks guilty at the mention of the money. Don't fucking tell me he's defrauding his children.
Oh my god! Imagine if the reason why he's trying so hard to reform a relationship is because he's like, yeah, actually I spent all of your trust fund savings in Dogecoin.
That would be make bank if he did. You can't say Dogecoin.
He put it into a crack coin.
Fucking Drake, right. Bubbles, I have to rinse. Gotta look fresh for the trust fund meeting. Bubbles skips out. Drake keeps looking at the Henrietta footage. Her face is stormy, mysterious, possibly evil. This is how it's written, but they capitalized evil.
Yeah, I know they did. I know.
In Henrietta's lair, day, fucking Henrietta, surrounded by empties of monster energy.
Bad.
They're really, she's what, 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
This 10-year-old girl is already addicted to Monster.
I mean, who wasn't?
She drinks fucking Boomer energy.
Okay, does it specify if it's the white monster?
It just says Monster energy.
Damn.
I'm extrapolating.
You're assuming it's the white.
Jojo comes in. Time's up, Henrietta, they're not ready. Jojo, I don't care what you've got. The main event. Henrietta pulls out a box, opens the lid, revealing 3 special woolly bears. 1 blue, 1 pink, 1 green. Henrietta, these are specifically designed to target them and intercept their mind. Blue for Jojo, yeah, got it. Why'd they bother to set up? Whatever. Jojo snatches the bugs from Henrietta, opens the window, and lets the woolly bears crawl out. In Powerpuff Girls' home, Bubbles' bathroom, an upbeat Bubbles gets ready. Makeup and accessories are scattered all over the vanity. The blue woolly bear appears on her windowsill. Pulls on the blue beanie that covers her ears and has holes for her pigtails to emerge. Bubbles, that's cute. Ski bunny mood. The woolly bear looks perplexed. Why does the bug look perplexed? How do they fuck this up? Confused bug. We'll get there. Exterior, Powerpuff Girls' home, driveway, same. Oh, it's day. Why the fuck? I hate this. As Blossom approaches the house, she notices the pink woolly bear crawling up her arm. She frowns, picks it off, places it on a leaf. Woolly bear falls off a leaf and into a puddle, where it short circuits. Buttercup about to take a sip of black coffee. When she sees the green woolly bear coiled around the cup, she yelps, flicks it down the drain, turns on the garbage disposal. Interior, Powerpuff Girls' home, living room, day. Bubbles, Blossom, Buttercup sit on the couch across from the attorney and an attorney, Larry. As Drake stands anxious in the corner. Larry is a typical cheap TV lawyer type. He organizes papers from briefcase. Ace films. Everyone sits in silence. Buttercups, haven't I seen you on a bus bench? Larry, I suppose we're both famous. Looks at the papers. Looking about 5 apiece. Right, Drake? Drake watches the girls. Bubbles pulls her beanie out from her ears, hoping she heard correctly. Sees the blue woolly bear crawling across the couch, headed for Bubbles' ear canal. Bubbles, 5 million? No way, 500,000? I mean, that feels low, but 5,000. Bubbles, I'm sorry, what? Drake, this isn't easy for me to say. I saw how hard you guys worked, how brave you were in all those battles, and I wanted to maximize your earnings. So I made some investments.
He did put it all in crack coins.
Buttercup, what did you invest in, Dad? Drake, well, some real estate. In 2008, man, fidget spinners.
Wait.
Have you guys heard of cronuts? I couldn't make this up if I tried.
$5,000, yep. He invested in real estate in 2008, fidget spinners, and cronuts. Like, the real estate he invested in 2008, doesn't he still technically own?
He probably sold it after the drop like an idiot. Think about the kind of character he is.
Yeah, technically.
I hold microphone like hamburger.
Remember to have a blue snowball and there's no stand or anything on it, there's just a cord coming out in the back. So I've been holding it like an orb. And so I've swapped the hamburger grip. I won't eat the microphone.
ASMR hamburger mic.
Okay. I think my voice is calmed the fuck down enough to I can continue.
Boop, 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 ba, 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 ba.
Fuck, I just zoomed in. Shit. Fuck. Fucking docs. Shit.
It's not technical difficulties, it's just difficulties.
Yeah. Alright. Blossom, the money is gone. And you knew it. You knew it about it? Why did you make us come out here? Drake, because I miss you. And I love you. Bubbles. So the evil lab thing was a lie. Drake, no, I truly believe disaster is imminent. Buttercup, you are mentally ill. This is why I don't call or visit. She picks up a vase. Drake instinctively ducks and cowers. Drake, I'm sorry, Buttercup. Buttercup hauls off with the vase as if to throw it when a chair crashes through the window, reveal Bubbles, Hulk level furious, who is the one who threw the chair. Bubbles, what about me? She angrily gesticulates. She unwittingly flings off the woolly bale. Larry drops the briefcase and runs. The woolly bale heads for Bubbles again, crawling up her leg. Drake, I always believed in you and defended you, Dad. Even when you sold away our likeness to that cartoon, which, by the way, totally whitewashed us. Even then, I had your back. I always had a smile on my face. I never broke character, even though there was so much more to me. I always put family and the team first no matter what. Drake, sweetie. Drake tries to stop Bubbles as she heads for the jagged hole where the window used to be. Drake puts his hand on her arm. Bubbles, I'm out of here. It's relapse time. It's rewind time. It's relapse time. Take your drugs, kids.
We've got that, and then we've got fucking with the knocking off did she just get angry enough the mind control device doesn't work? Is the entire result of this that the evil plan isn't even going to be thwarted? The evil plan is just going to stop because they're too pissed at their job?
The next line is, and the woolly bale crawls from Bubbles onto Drake and into his eel. Bubbles flies out the window, a blue streak in the sky. Buttercup glares at Drake and flies after her. So the woolly bale has gone into Yogurt Man's head. Which is technically terrifying, because he's an incredibly intelligent man who created life with superpowers.
Sure he did.
I mean, hypothetically, he did.
We are in tell don't show territory right now.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
Can't wait for his whole accomplishment to be, oh no, the robots have taken over the dude. He's gonna not.
Blossom, you stole my childhood. Because of you, I killed Mojo, and it ruined my life. Do you even care? Drake is silent. You see a moment of a yellow glint in his eye, but Blossom doesn't see it. Blossom, cool, got it. I never want to see you again. She exits as we end of Act 3, Act 4.
Why is it separated into acts? It's a pilot.
Isn't it normally a 3-act structure in like most media?
It's usually that's what the classic thing is, but like most structure works. Why acts?
It's gonna be like 5 acts. So I assume this is like an hour-long pilot, but
That's usually the intention, but like, what the fuck is this?
they also had an intro with the Yungo scenes. So this is technically like Act 5 if you count the intro.
I fucking keep reading so I can be done with this faster.
Act 4, a close-up of a man's mouth. Officer, Bubbles Utonium? On Bubbles, in a holding cell. She opens her bloodshot eyes, placid with sleep. She sits up, looking rough. Reveal Ace besides an officer outside the cell. He gives Bubbles a brief, compassionate wave. Bubbles stumbles towards him. As they walk down the hallway, Bubbles vomits. Ace pats her back. Ace, I got a great shot of you freeing all those snakes from the zoo. Bubbles, they were legless lizards, Ace. Spits out the last bit. Not that it matters. Interior, Powerpuff goes home. Kitchen, day. Blossom finishes her coffee. Sets the cup by the sink. Stay in the kitchen to reveal a mangled green woolly bale. The one Buttercup disposed of earlier crawl out of the sink. Exclamation point, exclamation point.
Okay. When does any of this apply? They're really trying to be like personal drama before threat, but the threat, just deliver the threat.
Deliver the, this is the threat. Interior Powerpuff goes home.
Oh no, she
Entryway
has
that-
control of the emotional figure they all hate. It's so helpful.
Blossom opens the front door. When she hears a phone ring, she stops, looks inside at the red phone. But wasn't it unplugged? Blossom goes upstairs, passing by the green woolly bale, now crawling up the banister. Buttercup's room day. Blossom tiptoes to Buttercup's side of the bed. Macy's asleep. Buttercup's Googling backpacking trips on her phone. Blossom, did you hear a phone ring? Buttercup, yeah, it was the house line. How far do you think $5,000 can get me? Buttercup, direct flights to Peru. Blossom, I know it's stupid, but I can't stop thinking about that creepy guy in the ball. Those yellow eyes. Buttercup, he probably had liver disease. Look, this spidey sense you're feeling right now, it's the part of you that would like to believe there's evil in town, because that means maybe Dad's not a psychopathological liar, but you know, Occam's razor. Bubbles enters in sunglasses. Buttercup covers her nose as the green woolly bale crawls along Buttercup's wall. Towards her bed! Exclamation points. Macy, springing out of bed, possessed. She grabs the bedside table lamp and smashes it on Buttercup's head, then turns towards... Wait, what? Oh, I jumped forward a second, sorry. Bubbles, acknowledging. Yeah, I stink. Thank you for your compassion. I'm going back to LA now. I'll FaceTime you at Christmas if I'm still alive. What the fuck?
If she wasn't intending to do life-threatening, terrible decisions,
That'd be a pretty normal Gen Z line.
Yeah.
but okay.
Close on, the woolly bale crawling into an ear canal. Oh no, did it finally get to Buttercup? Pull back to reveal... Macy, springing out of bed, possessed. She grabs the bedside table lamp and smashes it on Buttercup's head, then turns towards Blossom, flashing her yellow eyes. Blossom, oh my god, the yellow eyes. Macy throws down the bookcase. Bubbles attacks her, but Macy manages to duck and throw Bubbles smack into a wall. Bubbles tries to shake off the blow as Macy lifts up a bedside table. Macy's legs out, about to smash it over Bubbles' head. But Buttercup kicks Macy's legs out from under him. Macy falls, hitting her head on a desk chair and causing the green woolly bear to fly out of her ear. Macy groans. The girls stare at the green woolly bear in awe.
Alright.
I've never seen a fight scene choreographed in a script before.
I mean, they have to be.
Normally, you kind of let the stunt coordinators normally handle a lot of it.
I think it's like it's a rough thing, I would
Yeah.
assume.
I guess.
It wasn't a very long fight either.
That's fine.
It was literally pow pow.
Pow, 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 pow.
Woolly bear.
Woolly bear. Bubbles. Whoa, it's a robot? Magic. You dumb bitch. Blossom. This is an AI chipset. The furry hairs on the outside are actually nanofibers, intended to latch onto something. I'm guessing a brain. Buttercup, how do you know all that? Blossom, I have a PhD in biotech.
They used it.
Chekhov's gun, motherfuckers!
They did the bare minimum.
They did the bare minimum. They clearly don't know. Really? You guys don't know that? Buttercup, of course I knew that. Biotech, duh, note alert. Blossom. Anyway. That was, their lines were supposed to happen simultaneously.
I also really enjoy that, like, this is the exact opposite of Spider-Verse's Goober line. Have you seen Into the Spider-Verse?
I have, but I don't recall the Google line.
Okay, so he goes, I have this flash, because it's like the young Spider-Man, of all the times to forget his name.
Miles?
Yeah, it's Miles Morales. He's got the little flash drive, like, I have this flash drive, it's super important over there. He's like, it's a goober. He's like, what? It's a goober. It's always a flash drive or a virus or whatever else. It's a goober. You get the goober to do the thing. And like, ever since I've heard that, it's worked. It requires a goober.
It is a Google.
It's a goober. And so it's that, hearing that line, because that's Peter B. Parker. It's Peter Parker if his life slowly began to deteriorate.
Yes.
So, like, he's, like, somewhat smart, but he's not depicted as, like, needing or using it, you know what I mean? Went from, like, whoa, was controlled, bug came out, was controlled. The answer isn't Occam's razor, as said earlier. Stop being controlled when bug come out. Control because bug bad. It was, I have found the nanofibers on the bug. This controls the brain. Like, response isn't, I don't care what it does, that seems like an issue. Their response is, huh, what is nanofiber?
Blossom. Anyway, I think someone engineered these things for mind control. The guy at the ball, Macy. That's why their eyes had that weird yellow glint. They were possessed, then realizing, Dad was right. Evil is back in Townsville.
I don't care. I
Also,
just
I
don't.
think my voice is going, so I'm not gonna do the funny voices. I'm sorry, y'all. Bubbles is stunned. Buttercup is still a little skeptical. Buttercup. So someone put this thing in Macy to get her to what? Attack us? Because that's a bunk plan. Blossom, I don't know why. This thing looks pretty damaged. Maybe it misfired. Bubbles. Dad and I were working on a theory. Buttercup, do you remember that girl we met outside the house, our biggest fan? Buttercup realizing, the one with the pet caterpillar. Bubbles, yeah, that was shady. And we spotted her in my dock footage outside the Kano, watching us. Buttercup, I can't believe this. I really thought Drake made it all up. They don't even call their own dad Professor. What the fuck?
That's just how it is, alright? They're just not gonna.
I can't believe this. I really thought Drake made it all up. Like that mom who poisoned her kids for Disney tickets. Brand. Brand.
I don't even think it counts as brand. I think that's just pain.
Fucking beam you.
You can't fucking be like the Madeline Manson cult and they're advertising him. You know what I mean?
Bubbles. So crazy. Like, think bigger. Suddenly, all three girls get Google alerts on their phones simultaneously. Buttercup, are you guys seeing this? Bubbles. What the? Blossom turns on the TV. A breaking news banner reads, Townsville erupts in riots, chaos, and newscaster reports. Newscaster, the riots started moments ago. The cause of which are still unknown. The girls are in shock when they watch news footage of citizens destroying Townsville. Match that footage too. Interior Mayor's office continues. The TV is on. Jojo looks in the mirror, deciding between two ties, red or blue. Henrietta opens the window, surrounded by her woolly bear creations. Henrietta, just so I'm clear now, we're gonna lose the woolly bears onto Townsville, let them crawl into people's brains, then turn their aggro meter up to 10. Jojo, exactly. We need a new plan after your idiot worms intercepted the wrong Utonium. Then, after havoc ensues, I'll blame the entire thing on Drake, who'll confess via Woolly Bear that he's drunk with power, blah blah blah. I arrest him, save the day, and Townsville re-elects me the mayor.
This plan's alright, except that I really hate they started this characterization with like he did a good job. Like I was kind of hoping they'd be somewhat like diverse, like weird in any way, you know, like he appeared to do a good job. His problem was that like they didn't want to vote for him again because he'd like solved the problems. TM.
Yeah.
So they're really just like, but he's the bad guy. So
Because his name is Jojo.
Fuck you.
And the monkey was named Mojo Jojo. In the original. Which they say they better than original. Because monkey.
They see the original as
Whitewashed for Japan.
Because Japan is a hard market to crack. Jojo. A fun bonus. Drake rots in prison and maybe I get to console Blossom. So he is still into Blossom. When Blossom killed his dad. He's still simping.
First of all, the heart wants what the heart wants. Second of all, that's what you're worried about?
What the fuck?
He's gone.
Alright, continuing. With that, Jojo picks the red tie. Henrietta sadly watches her woolly bears leave the office out the window en masse. Henrietta, goodbye Karen, Jared, Eric, Melina, Donald, Rudy Giuliani, Ted.
Rudy Giuliani! He named a fucking little worm Rudy Giuliani!
My wife.
They're all just a first name, too. It's just that one. That one's Rudy Giuliani. Not Rudy. Rudy Giuliani.
I mean, okay, we have Karen being Karen. Jared, which I guess is a Subway joke. Eric, I don't know what's like a meme Eric. Melania being Melania Trump. Donald being Donald Trump. Rudy Giuliani being Rudy Giuliani. Ted, I assume Teddy Bear Ted?
I don't think it's important.
I think are you hung up on Rudy Giuliani, Mom?
It breaks the pattern, alright? It's an issue. It is.
Oh, God. Interior Utonium house, living room, continues. The girls keep watching TV as the news switches to a press conference. The banner below. Townsville erupts in chaos. Mind-controlling robots. Mayor Mondale speaks. Jojo. Citizens, under the control of these malicious robots, are being forced to act violently towards each other with no end in sight. I'm sad to believe my late father was right. This appears to be the work of Professor Drake Utonium. Bubbles. What? On TV, news footage of Drake on a rooftop screaming. Drake, Bone Townsville, all must play. If you're looking.
So I know this is supposed to be the issue because the professor is being put in jail for something he didn't do, but like, would that really affect our characters in any meaningful way?
I mean, Drake being locked up for a crime he didn't commit, and the show's plot being like the goals having to like own back their good standing and getting Drake out of prison and defeating Mondale all at the same time could be an interesting like season arc. It could.
But it's not them earning their situation back. Like, it's pretty clearly him being wacky, and it's not like he isn't wacky.
If you're looking for it, you can see his Blossom, yellow eyes. Buttercup, someone's setting him up. Bubbles, he needs us now. Off Blossom, overwhelmed and terrified by this call to duty. End of Act 4.
Damn, he's the damsel in distress.
Act 5.
Just keep reading, okay?
just try to bone through it as much as I.
Yeah, I just don't care. We skipped the first 3 stages this time. We're just at apathy.
Soon enough you'll be in acceptance and be ready to buy the Funko Pops.
Not buying any more Funko Pops. We've been through this.
The Funko Pops. Exterior Townsville streets. Various day. The Powerpuff Girls drive towards town in a white Puffmobile Sprinter van. Buttercup drives, Blossom in front, Bubbles in back. They pull up to the city center. Buttercup, I can't believe we didn't fly. Blossom, I'm sorry. You know I can't get on a plane without a Xanax. Buttercup, but you can literally fly. Can't handle this. Let's sidebar this. Yes, you can fly.
They lampshaded it. And now we're in.
Yes, you can fly. Why didn't you fly? Shut the fuck up. We wanted to have the white candy van joke. Troy's fucking dead.
I'm tired and this isn't helping.
That's fine. We've only got fucking 20 more pages to go.
How long have we been doing this?
Well, 45 minutes in. Now we're close.
Fuck.
They get out of the car. We see anarchy in the streets. Cars on fire. Fights breaking out. Bubbles. They're all possessed. This is just like the gathering of the Juggalos. Blossom. You've been? Bubbles hauntily. I was paid to appeal. Blossom. We need to get to Dad. The girls keep taking it in. People are fighting, shouting, and destroying property. Fire hydrants have been opened, and there's water all over the streets. Nearby, Henrietta, unnoticed by the Powerpuff Girls, strolls through the insanity she's helped create. She spots the girls and picks up her phone, ducking into an alley. Interior alley day. Henrietta, interphone. Okay, they're here. You might want to make that arrest. Crosscut phone call. Interior JoJo's office day. JoJo is on the phone, exhilarated. JoJo, all 3 of them? Even Blossom? Henrietta, bored. Yep. You'll get to see them kick and scream as their dad gets hauled off to jail. Just like you put on your vision board. But you should never show anyone, by the way. The goal...
Vision board? Has the mayor made a commission to the supervillains? He sent a mood board with his evil plan.
The gold Lambo is cringe.
Is that a line?
Yes, it is.
Oh, God.
The gold Lambo is cringe.
Pain.
Jojo smiles, taking in this moment. When his pet monkey screeches, Jojo frowns, his mood darkening. Jojo, no, it's not enough. I can't squander this opportunity. Henrietta, what do you want me to do, Jojo? Jojo, I want them to know how it feels to watch their father die. New plan.
You already have full control of his body. We're just gonna fucking kill him. Fuck you.
So, they bounce from him being kind of like neutral to the issue to him being down to fuck Blossom to fuck them kids again.
Why did he still ask if Blossom was there? Is this... He's layered in all the wrong ways.
Mans is down to fuck, come on. Interior, did you see what happened with Buttercup? She went 6 times in like 2 hours. Imagine Monkey Man. Interior Townsville City Central. Same. The
This
Powerpuff.
is not how this is.
The Powerpuff Girls head for Jake. On their way there, they cannot help but notice the mayhem. Bubbles stops. Bubbles. Guys, wait. What about all these people? They need us. Blossom looks around, conflicted. Buttercup keeps moving, then turns when she sees Blossom and Bubbles haven't moved. Buttercup, come on! Saving Dad's life, I get it, but playing superhero again? Buttercup gestures to the fighting and ruin around them. Buttercup, these are the same Normos that kicked us out here a decade ago. Why would we help them? Blossom sighs, conflicted. Bubbles sees her wavering. Bubbles, Blossom, you were the one who always said we should help people no matter what. Remember? You had the biggest, bravest heart of all three of us. That's why you were the leader. Blossom, I was the leader because Dad said so. Buttercup, that's not true. I was designed to be in charge, but your annoying Type A ass claimed that role. Has to admit. And you owned it.
I was designed to be in charge.
Fucking Raphael looking ass. Bubbles.
Dad said it's my turn on the superhero team.
Dad said it's my turn on the... Bubbles. Guys, I know everyone here rejected us for their semi-misogynistic reasons, but Townsville is our home, and it's getting destroyed. We have to save it. And Dad. To Buttercup. This is our chance to show them that they were wrong about us.
Yeah, that's how writing works.
Just the semi-misogynistic reasons. No, it wasn't for misogyny. It was the fact that you killed a dude.
I get what they're coming from. I just don't care.
Yeah. Bubbles smiles, looks to Blossom. She's shaking. Blossom. No. I have done too much work in therapy to go there. I'm a grown woman now. I have degrees, and a boyfriend, and furniture from West Elm. I'm not a Powerpuff Girl.
She's got furniture from West Elm. Okay, she's proud of that.
Blossom starts to have a panic attack, then runs off. Bubbles is about to take off after Blossom. Buttercup stopping her. We have to move on. Bubbles, but Bloss. Buttercup, we'll do it for her, okay? It's what she wants even if she can't say it. She was always our conscience. Bubbles, and I was just the attention hole. Buttercup, hey, you were amazing at being an attention hole. Bubbles nods, touched, and they take off the other direction. It's scene change in a second.
There is no comment.
There is no comment. There's no peanut gallery. What the fucks?
No, it's not even what the fucks. It's just, I expect this writing, honestly. There's nothing interesting about it. It's just writing.
I feel like if we hit.
All right.
When did we hit the bottom of the barrel?
I've been considering alcohol for the past 20 minutes.
If we hit Act 6, you can go get alcohol. If we hit an Act 6, you can go get alcohol, Troy.
I have bourbon.
Exterior Townsville. Sky/overhead. Moments later. Possessed Drake is still standing on the rooftop. Bubbles and Buttercup observe from a safe distance. Buttercup. Okay, so, when Macy hit her head, it drove the woolly bear out of hope. We need to do something like that, but on a mass scale, without, like, Bubbles killing people. Right. Bubbles looks around, her eyes land on a spa with an advertisement for laser hair removal. Her eyes light up. Bubbles. Electrolysis. Buttercup, frustrated. I know you don't get the au naturel thing, but now is not the time. Bubbles flies to a telephone pole and rips a wire out of the pole, exposing its frayed end. Buttercup smiles, getting it. Buttercup, oh, sick! We're gonna fry him!
Electrolysis. Not electrolysis. Electrolysis.
At any point, if you want to pause the podcast and go get alcohol, you can. You have...
It was kind of a joke. How many more fucking pages do we have?
Like 8-ish. Just get through the pain.
I'll just have a drink with dinner.
Bubbles. No, we're going to lightly shock them. Enough to drive the bugs out, but not enough to kill them. Look, they're all standing in water,
help me grab that pole. You're gonna electrocute the fuckers! Then fly over the telephone pole and begin to uproot it. Interior alley, same. Blossom sits beside a dumpster doing breathing exercises. She closes her eyes and opens them, revealing young Blossom. Young Blossom. Why are you hiding? Blossom, I can't do this. I just want a normal life. I can't be the hero they want me to be. Young Blossom. So be the hero you want to be. Do it on your terms. You don't have to wear a dress. You don't have to take daddy's notes about being less bossy. You don't have to spend the rest of your life blaming yourself for mojo. You just have to be yourself. Be the person you would have been if no one was telling you what to do. Blossom considers this. Young Blossom disappears. Suddenly, the ground trembles. Sorry about that quick intermission. Technical difficulties. Shenanigans. We'll go ahead and hop back up. Blossom considers this. Young Blossom disappears. Suddenly, the ground trembles. Interior Townsville City Center. Same day. Buttercup and Bubbles hold the telephone pole above the crowd. Buttercup, just touch it to the water and the shock will spread. They lower the pole gingerly. A jolt of electricity surges through the teeming masses standing in the flooded streets. People are knocked out. Then suddenly, Bubbles, look! Woolly bales are crawling and jumping out of people's ears. Bubbles and Buttercup are stoked. But then, Henrietta, hello, Powerpuffs. Reveal Henrietta on the roof of the building. With Drake, the sisters are midair, holding the pole aloft. You know what? Fuck it. I'm making Henrietta Ben Shapiro. I'm making this fun. I have complete and total power over him.
Fun.
Right. Professional Cracktonium. Drake nods numbly. Bubbles. I knew you were a fake fan. Nobody's favorite is Blossom. Buttercup. Look, I don't know what you want with our dad, but please, let's talk this out. Goal to goal. Henrietta, you're not a goal. You're a boring grown-up who used to be cool. Hang it up and start a book club. Bubbles. Let's go with the pole. Ready to save Drake, but with the electric cord, it's too much for Buttercup alone. Buttercup. Bubbles! Bubbles sees Buttercup needs her and helps her with the pole before it comes crashing to the ground. But the sisters are stuck. Buttercup. We can't drop the pole. It'll kill them all. Henrietta, let's go for a walk. Drake obediently walks to the edge of the building and falls off. Bubbles and Buttercup are helpless, holding the pole, screaming, End of Act 5, Act 6.
Let me guess, the one Powerpuff Girl they set up for the situation swoops in exactly at the time to save characters with their own mistakes.
I mean, possibly. We don't know. Yeah.
Read the next fucking page. I don't have time for their fucking fake-ass cliffhanger.
Act 6, Exterior Townsville Day. Drake plummets towards the ground. Buttercup screams. Bubbles watches in terror. Drake falls. Buttercup's Daddy! I didn't realize what that said until it came out of my mouth. Drake drops faster and faster, 30 feet away from the ground, then 20, then 10. When Blossom cuts through the air and scoops him up!
It's that easy.
Buttercup, that's my bitch right there!
You know what sounds bad, but that's probably the best line they've got in here, I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's my bitch right there. Interior Mayor's office, continuous. Jojo watches from his window, furious. Jojo, no! Back in the air, Blossom soaks up her hero moment. Blossom, sorry I'm late, Dad, but I had to make peace with an old. Drake slaps and scratches at Blossom, still possessed. Blossom, Al, stop, Al, you are so annoying. Blossom lands on the street with Drake, his fists flying. Blossom punches him in the face. His woolly bill flies out of his ear. Blossom stomps it to the ground and Drake moans on the ground. Blossom, that was surprisingly cathartic. Townsville City Center. Bubbles is stomping out all the woolly bales on the street. And Blossom lands beside her. Bubbles gives her a huge hug. Bubbles, Blossie, you saved the day. Blossom, beaming. Haven't heard that one in a while. Henrietta, my babies. My poor babies. Blossom and Bubbles.
Oh no, Rudy Giuliani.
Oh no, Rudy Giuliani! No, come back! No, you are my favorite. I'm not even gonna make that joke. Henrietta smiles menacingly, slowly standing up. Henrietta, woolly bales, mount up.
Woolly bears.
Woolly bears. The busted
Woolly
woolly
bears.
bears start to rise up and crawl towards Henrietta, and she cackles maniacally. And suddenly, Henrietta is electrocuted and flies into a building. Hard, reveal Buttercup with a live wire behind her. The woolly bales slump, ineffectual without Henrietta's leadership. Bubbles. But way too much. Buttercup is worried until Henrietta starts coughing. The girls sigh, relieved. Buttercup's eyes light up. Buttercup, not dead.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about it? Buttercup and Bubbles high five. Then they hear cheering. They turn to discover a massive crowd cheering for them. The sisters soak it up, feeling like real heroes again. Exterior Drake's house, day, newscaster. In a sweeping reversal of fate, the Powerpuff Girls are beloved again in Townsville. The super bloom surrounds the Utonium home. Townsville residents swing in by leaving gifts. A huge sign is hung across the front lawn. Thank you, Powerpuff Girls. Interior.
Leaving gifts. I'm just imagining like fucking Taco Bell gift cards.
Taco Bell gift cards. The best gift. Get
Fucking
that,
sure it is.
Get that Gordita wrapped inside a Gordita, wrapped inside yet another Gordita.
There's gotta be like one page, right? Fucking
no, you still have like 4 pages.
go. End my suffering.
Newscaster. The town is pleading for the girls to return permanently, but the sisters have yet to comment. Pan from the TV to Blossom standing by the window. She admires signs from outside, listens, and watches a Bitmoji. Clive Bitmoji. Look, I get it. It's a cool opportunity. I just love our life together. I don't want to ask you to tone it down, but I hope you do. Sorry. Ugh. Doing this Bitmoji was a stupid idea. Love you. Blossom sighs, then notices something outside. Exterior Drake's house day. Blossom opens the front door and someone walks away. Blossom. Jojo? Jojo turns. Smiles shyly at Blossom. Jojo. Hey, I was just leaving you guys a little token of appreciation. Are they gonna set up a will they, won't they between Jojo and Blossom?
If they ignore the fact that they just wrote him to want death upon their father, this would be perfectly fine. I don't know why they wrote him as 3 different characters
and said he's all of them simultaneously. Inside, Buttercup looks out the window, watching them. Buttercup, Bubba, come here. Bubbles joins at the window. Bubbles, what? Whoa. Intercut with Blossom picks up Jojo's gifts. It's an action figure of her, the one we saw Jojo holding in the teaser. Blossom, wow, where did you get this? Jojo, I actually bought it behind my dad's back when I was a kid. I had to hide it under the bed like porn.
The subtlety is over there. They're not it.
No, the subtlety is, are you getting it? Are you getting it now?
subtlety.
Jojo continued, awkward over-explanation. Not because I did anything creepy with it. He hated you. He had it in a jar. He had it in a jar. Buttercup, oh my god, this is brutal. Blossom, no, yeah, I get that. I remember. I'm still so sorry, Jojo. Jojo, it was an accident. Speaking of, I'm sorry about falsely accusing your dad of mass terrorism. Blossom, yeah, real egg on your face, huh? Jojo, little bit, yeah. Blossom, well, I guess we're even. Then awkward stumble. I mean, we're not even. No, real close. I just mean, don't worry. Bubbles, is she floating? Girl. Jojo, you think you guys are gonna stay? Blossom, I don't know. We'll have to talk it out. Jojo, well, I hope you do. Jojo.
Please stay in town so I can fight you. What's the motivation?
Jojo starts to walk. It's the hate fuck. Come on. Jojo starts to walk away. Blossom. Jojo.
What does this character
Why don't you
want?
hate me? Jojo. Smile shrugs. It's not for a lack of trying. Night. Blossom watches Jojo go, oddly drawn to him. Buttercup. Classic hate bono. The callbacks. The hate bono.
Not a callback. It's just what's the purpose? Neither of them appear to actually hate each other. It's not, for neither of them, it's a hate boner. They're just there. One of them just feels really bad about killing someone, which makes sense.
The other one's just
Fucking... The other one's just horny.
Horny. Come on.
And possibly homicidal? We're not sure.
Interior Utonium's house, dining room, night. The sisters talk over each other at dinner, telling Drake a story. Their energy is magnetic and warm, like old times. Buttercup. So, Dad, I come up behind her and zap her. She flies like 20 feet and splats onto a wall. All of them crack up. Drake slaps his knee. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Whoa, you fucking murdered a woman. What a knee slapper.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Good thing they caught her. You know, she murdered her parents. Bubbles. Really? Good gosh, Drake. So, have you girls thought about whether or not you want to stay in Townsville? The girls look at each other. Quiet. Blossom's about to speak when Drake cuts her off. Drake, before you answer, I just want to say, I know you are individuals with full lives and aspirations. So if picking up your old mantle doesn't feel like your life anymore, I want you to honor that. The girls are shocked by Drake's uncharacteristic clarity. Buttercup, we sure we got that bug out? Drake, Sarah called me, which I know wasn't easy for her, and mentioned that I sometimes don't express to you girls that I see you as full people. Bubbles, I said that too. Jerry Olbach. Drake.
Hold back to that. That's good writing.
That was alright, okay? That worked.
Drake, you're my daughter's first, and your happiness is all that matters. Blossom, you and Sarah talk? You know she still has a crush on you. Drake, we'll just discuss Sarah later. For now, you girls need to make a decision. If you need me, I'll be in my lab. Drake leaves. A beat. Buttercup, are we really doing this? Blossom, I'd be giving up my whole life. A job, a great guy who loves me. Bubbles, I'd be giving up Hollywood. It was my dream. I probably look pathetic to you guys, but Blossom, you didn't.
Can we go back to I'm losing my
Boyfriends? They've set him up as literally the perfect boyfriend who supports her at all times. Why wouldn't he just go to her hometown, especially if she is theoretically the breadwinner as a superhero?
Because the issue is that if Clive continues to exist, we cannot have Blosjo as a Tumblr ship. We cannot have Blosjo.
I don't think you understand how much Tumblr will work around any writing you propose.
Come on, we've got to have the Blosjo all and make it official so people lose their shit. Buttercup, I'd be giving up backyard chickens, been serious, and a lot of other stuff too. But I'd be lying if I didn't miss it. What about you guys? They share nervous glances. Blossom, the most conflicted. Bubbles, grew up in a small town, and when the rain would fall down, I just stare out my window. Buttercup smiles, joining in. Dreaming of what could be, and if I'd end up happy, I would pray I could break away. They both stop singing and look to Blossom. Is she in or not? Blossom looks pained, shakes her head. Buttercup and Bubbles see a disappointed nod. A silent beat, then Blossom, belting it, baby. I'll spread my wings. I'll learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky.
Pain.
It was a fake out. Bubbles, what a slut. Bubbles and Blossom are thrilled. They join in singing each other's faces. Visceral, a complete return to childhood. All three goals. I'll make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Interior Powerpuff goes home.
I'm not even angry at this fucking part of the script. I'm just angry at how fucking terrible you are at singing.
I'm intentionally doing it badly.
I know, but it still hurts my ears either way.
Interior of Drake, Powerpuff goes home. Drake's lab continues. Drake hears the girls upstairs and smiles. He peers into a microscope, examining a defunct woolly bear. But he's doing more than just examining it. He's repairing it. The bot wriggles back to life and Drake smiles. He walks to a cabinet, revealing a hidden door. He opens it, walks inside. Drake's secret lab. Lights flicker on, and Drake places the bot in a glass cage, surrounded by other mysterious specimens. As he exits, he looks to a picture on his wall of himself. Bubbles, Buttercup, and Blossom as young girls. He looks at them, guilt-ridden. Interior Utonium's House Knight. Clothes on the 2000s action figure of Blossom as the girls continue to scream, sing, and dance in the BG. Match 2. Interior Mojo's Observatory Night. A camera feed that JoJo watches. The action figure has a secret camera inside, a scowl on his face. His pet monkey watches the feed beside him, eating a banana. JoJo, I'll find another way to win election. We took them out once. We can do it again. Right, Dad. The monkey screeches with fervor as we cut to black. The end.
The point of having him do all of it. Why even bother with the camera and the thing? Why the fucking... His entire house is a lab. Why have a secret lab in your lab?
So, you know what I just realized they're also ripping off of?
What?
Gravity Falls. They're setting up the professor as Grunkle Stan, where he has an even secretier secret that most likely is going to get misunderstood in the half-season finale, and the girls are going to have to, like, learn that he created, like, the fourth Powerpuff Girl, like that purple one from the reboot. And it's going to be, like, a whole thing. And JoJo is hypothetically not in the Blossom, hypothetically, but also kind of, sort of, and Blossom is also in the JoJo. Also, I think that last line might have been setting up that JoJo's monkey might be his dad put into the monkey. So we may end up actually getting Mojo Jojo as a monkey,
Repeat
but
this
badly.
many times. I don't care. End the episode.
Okay, we've got to have our closing thoughts though. We've got to wrap this up in a nice little bow, Troy. But overall, in your experience from all 3 episodes of Powerpuff, from watching them as children kill their rival, have shitty jobs, also as teenagers who drunk a lot of Smirnoff, and then Clive, and then attempt to have a plot but just be shitty, and Mr. Yogurt Short Man. What do you think of the pilot? Would you green light this, Troy?
I repeat, I don't care.
And I believe, on that note, this has been the Crispy Gameless Podcast. I have been Glenn.
This has been Troy.
And we'll see y'all next time.